Welcome to Legan History on YouTube. This little video is going to take us through one of the most controversial battles in Irish history, when King William won the Battle of the Boyne against King James II way back in 1690. A hugely controversial battle even to this day. Every year, 12th of July, thousands of mostly Protestants in Ulster celebrate this victory, in which Dutch King William, or King Billy as he's known to many, defeated an English king called King James II in the Battle of the Boyne, which is along the banks of the River Boyne in County Meath. Many Ulster supporters of William are nowadays known as Orangemen due to the Dutch connection, Holland obviously, with that strong orange connection. James comes to Ireland way back in 1689, and he's determined to actually get his crown back. As you may recall, he's been pushed off the throne by William and Mary, that's his daughter and son-in-law, because they are Protestant and because they are more likely to listen to Parliament as well too. And he's been forced out, he's been forced to France. However, he's determined to come back and claim his throne back, and he's going to use Ireland as a way to do this. It has mostly Catholic people, so he can get troops and support, and it's also the back door to England. It's very close to England, so he can use it to assemble his invasion force there. However, he forgets that not all of Ireland is Catholic. In the north, in Ulster in particular, there is significant numbers of Protestants, and they are determined to resist, and they do so in one town in particular called Derry, where a 105-day siege is eventually broken by William's forces. This resistance, this determination of Ulster Protestants to resist, really inspires William, and he decides to come to Ireland to try to defeat his father-in-law James once and for all in a decisive victory. So he comes to the north of Ireland, he comes to Belfast, and he marches with 30,000 well-trained troops down towards Dublin. James, on the other hand, marches north, and they both meet on the banks of the River Boyne in County Meath, very close to where the motorway bridge is today. So both sides face each other across this river, and the battle itself lasts one day, on the 1st of July 1690 in the old calendar, 12th of July in the modern calendar. James was roundly defeated, no doubt about that. This is for a number of reasons. We're going to try to actually figure out how William actually won this battle, the Battle of the Boyne in 1690. The first key reason is most of its troops were very, very highly professionally trained. They were from all over Europe, from the likes of England, Prussia, the Netherlands, and a lot of them had been fighting for a number of years. They had good weapons, they had good morale, and they knew exactly what to do on a field of battle. James, on the other hand, did have some very well trained troops as well. He had lots of French cavalry loaned to him by King Louis, but many of his troops actually remained untrained and ill-equipped Irish soldiers. William was a very good commander, no doubt about it. He had been fighting Louis for a number of years in the Netherlands, and he used strong tactical moves and was determined to keep his soldiers' morale high by visiting them on the battlefield and by keeping them well supplied of food beforehand. James, in contrast, did not inspire confidence in his troops whatsoever. He was aloof, and there's stories of him leaving the battlefield when his men were actually dying. He also has a very naughty nickname in Irish, if anybody ever knows that. William, no doubt about it though, was very, very lucky. The night before battle, he was surveying the battlefield in full regalia, and a soldier from the other side took a pot shot at him, and a Jacobite bullet took off his tunic and really damaged or grazed his shoulder. It didn't kill him though, and he went on to fight the next day. During the confusion of battle, however, he was actually nearly killed in a friendly fire incident, and he had an asthma attack as well too, so very lucky. William used an essential tactical move to actually split James's forces. This is essential to this battle. What he did was he kept many of his forces hidden behind a hill or a ridge, and he sent out a force, a large force, large enough to be seen by James's forces along the edge of the river. It looked as if William was trying to outflank or get round the back of James's forces. James saw this, and as William expected, split his force. He sent many of his key troops off towards the outflanking move. In reality though, the bulk of his cavalry and his key troops were on the other side of the ridge, and as soon as the force was split, he sent them straight across the river and into James's now depleted forces. You can see this in this map here, the outflanking move, and how William uses his forces to cross the Boyne and straight into James's now depleted forces. This wins the battle, it's the key move, and wins the Battle of the Boyne for William's forces. It doesn't end there. There's a number of skirmishes and battles across Ireland after this point, but ultimately James is defeated, ends up back in France, and dies there an alcoholic a couple of years later. I hope this makes sense. You can find out more on the website laganhistory.com, but good luck.